We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Mustangs and the Elite. The two men you see there go head-to-head. Coming up next. Shohei Ohtani will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's Starlin Castro. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Starlin Castro.
Here's the first pitch to him. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
He throws him on the fastball there. Starlin Castro goes down for the first out of the game.
Ben Gamble.
Stepping into the box, Ben Gamble, and he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. 1-1 the count now. Ohtani is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Ben Gamble is the second out of the opening frame. Into the box now, Ketel Marte, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He'll start this one at 269. 10 home runs, 56 runs batted in. Pulled toward right center field. Acuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. On now to the bottom of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base too.
Wind up and the 0-1. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Standing in, Torres. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters, 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
You better move. You better move. You better move. You better move.
Digging in now, Ronald Acuna having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
What a powerhouse season in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
The 2-1.
That's ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. He loses him on ball 4.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Here now is Juan Soto. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch on its way. Torres over at second. Acuna is over at first with 1 away. Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Stepping in, he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First delivery to him on the way.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
1-0. Here it is.
2 balls.
Bauer playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2 men are on with 2 men out. There's ball 4.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk in the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. Entering play, he's currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, with a chance to add to that total right here.
Well, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up a lot of RBIs. He's also way up there on the home run leaderboard.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And there's ball 1. Bases And 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. New inning set to get underway. So here's Michael Chavis now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First offering on its way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pops this one up. Guerrero waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
That is it. The first baseman, number 21, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. Soto is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
That is it. The third baseman, number 8, Dansby Swanson.
Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. In his numbers between June and July. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
And there's ball 2 now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine.
And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Debo, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder cup, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
So digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. First offering on its way. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Marisnik comes on now, and he has it 1 down. At the plate, Bichette. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
She's sucking on dick, no hands with it. I just made her really plain like a lamb this bitch. I'm 2020 president, man, and I put 100 bands on some.
He's set and the pitch. And this one gets away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Misses, ball 2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
To the plate now, Willie Calhoun. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Here's Jake Marisnick. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Standing in now, Corey Lee. Slow roller down the third baseline. Reined in. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Batting up, the left fielder, Matt Beatty.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Beatty. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Row. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So here's Starlin Castro as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center, giving chase his Henniger. Oh, and he botches it. Throw into second, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Well, the bad news is he botched what looked like a routine fly ball. The good news is the runner wasn't able to advance any further than first base, so that's a play that should have been made, but at least it wasn't more than a one-base error.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Ben Gamble. Runners are at first and second with one away. Again, another foul ball. And the fastball that's off his glove, and it gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Lifted in the air to center. Acuna giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
So coming to the plate, Ketel Marte. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. 0-1 the count.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Texas is out in front 2-0. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Two and 1.
Count 2-1.
In there, and it's even now. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with the dog days just ahead, here's a look at our upcoming schedule into the first week of August.
Oh, you better move. Oh, you better move. Oh, you better move. 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 Louis my shoes. Pull out my
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead to count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Powers ready, coming home with the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count. Three balls, 1 strike.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
3-2 now. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up. He can really hurt.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
That's out. That's ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Ball even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded to third. Swanson picks it up. Oh, but it's thrown away at second.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with his pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. As he misses again. 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnik is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Chavis. He popped out in his first trip. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
The 1-2 is a slider swung on and missed away. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
The first baseman.
Striding in once again, Todd Frazier. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. 1-2.
1-2.
Ball 2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. And he popped him up. Torres is there, and that retires the side. Standing in, Jordan Alvarez. A base hit in his first trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place at the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, 0-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1. From the stretch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Into the box now, Bichette. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB. This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. First and second here with nobody out. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
So striding in, Willie Calhoun, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And his eye on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Now batting Torres, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And a high strike there. It's 1-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Runner goes for second. Pitch strike 3 called. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Ready once again, Ronald Acuna. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it winds up being a run on no hit. Now to the plate, Jake Marisnick. He'll start off the fifth in this one. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another one sent foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. 1 out.
The catcher, number 35, Corey Lee.
Settling in now, Corey Lee comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lined hard to center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. Lee isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
At the plate now, Matt Beatty. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Stepping in now, Starlin Castro. Hit down the third baseline. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now that designated hitter, Ben Gamel.
Ready for another chance? Ben Gamel, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he nails him at third. Great throw. So 1 run here on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mustangs are out in front 3-1. So striding forward now, Juan Soto. Infield in the overshift here now, the pitch. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And that is 27 for him on the year. This is now a 3-2 ball game.
I'm doing this show, I'll be back soon.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Tries to hold up, but did he do so in time? No, says Dave Lawrence. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. No outs, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Smoke toward the hole. Frazier is there. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Mitch Haniger. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Looked like he wanted to clobber that one, but it's 1-1. Now the pitch. Grounded to the right. And that's the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Jordan Alvarez. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
It's hard, Gabriel, when you come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 5 innings complete. The Mustangs are out on top 3-2. All set for the start of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Ben Gamble.
The designated hitter.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamble.
That's ball 3.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bichette gathers it in, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batter, right fielder, Ketel Marte.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte. He was a ground out victim last time up, and he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up Acuna, and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 11 for him on the season, as they push the lead to 4-2.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
In now, Michael Chavis. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Into the box, Todd Frazier 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th inning, Texas leads this one 4-2. Tyler Thornburg is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Ready now, Bo Bichette. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Pitch on the way. Popped up. Lee is under it. 1 down. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Willie Calhoun. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. 3 balls and a strike to Willie Calhoun.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Marte is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Second baseman.
Now at the plate, Torres is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hard hit toward the hole, fielded cleanly. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily. Acuna digs in now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch on its way. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
1 ball.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. From the stretch. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnik.
Digging in, Jake Marisnik. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna's there for it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 35.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Corey Lee, if you remember, he motored around the diamond for an inside the park home run last at bat.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Mustangs lead this one 4-2. Julian Fernandez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto, to try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Yeah, that last at bat, Eddie, he turned that fastball run. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 0-2. Check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's a ball 1. A 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
So here's Pete Alonso. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
At the plate, Mitch Haniger, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
This is not an easy play where you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Digging in and looking for more, Yordan Alvarez. And it looks like this could be a
book shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
They pulled off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Men on third with 2 down. And he misses again, 2-0. Two and one after the foul ball there. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Stepping up now, Matt Beatty, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Andres Munoz has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch on its way. The 0-1 delivery.
1-1.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. Breaking ball down around the knees, laid off and called a strike. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Acuna giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ben Gamble.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Ketel Marte will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And not in time as the run scores. And he is in there.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead. So he clutched up big time right there.
0-1, here it comes. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little into the concrete staircases and gone. A 2-run homer that time for Todd Frazier, number 18 for him on the campaign, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. 0-1 the count. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to...
Now another one hit deep to left. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Matt Bowman comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Jake Marisnick, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 on its way. Down the third baseline. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mustangs are out in front here, 9-2. Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Line, that's a base hit into left field.
Well, there's another bullet base hit. They've already stranded 11 runners. Could this be the even dozen, D-Row?
This is a hitting coach's nightmare right here. You work so hard to learn how to hit with runners in scoring position. To leave 11, potentially 12 runners on base is a sin.
To the plate now, Bo Bichette. He swings and grounds it to short. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, this pitcher's kind of working around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Standing in now, Willie Calhoun. In the dirt here. The throw pulls him off the bag. No movement on base. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1 to count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
And the count will be full. None out, runners at first and second. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot arms, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box, Torres, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
And he misses there. 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
3-0 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Just short, hit hard. Scooped up, zips it to Castro for 1. On to first, it's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So stepping in, Corey Lee. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Beatty. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter number 14.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Starlin Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Soto is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Archie Bradley, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. At the plate, Juan Soto, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Beatty is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the 9th.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Pete Alonso comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
1-2 now.
Nope.
2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Stepping in now, Mitch Haniger. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Mustangs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Texas led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Trevor Bauer earned his 5th win of the year. Shohei Ohtani takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team, 9 runs on 10 hits.